Hello, my beautiful Taurus bulls. I'm so glad you made it. This is going to be your full moon reading for November 12th. If you're new here, my name is Melissa, and I do new moon and full moon readings. So at the new moon, we looked at the beginning of the cycle, what seeds to plant, what intentions to put out there, and what's going to kind of hopefully unfold for you until we progress to the full moon, which is happening on November 12th. So that's what we're going to look at today is your full moon energy. It's the peak of the cycle. It's where you start harvesting all those seeds that you planted in the beginning of the cycle. So we're going to look at what's kind of coming to a head for you and what maybe needs to drop off in order to start the new cycle at the next new moon. So let's get some cards. All right. Taurus. What is Taurus's full moon energy? Okay. Ooh. Okay. We have the Three of Swords here, and then we have the Queen of Wands. I feel like there's definitely I don't usually see that card as so sad, but I'm really that Three of Swords. I feel like there's something that's troubling you, something that has you upset. You're upset. I don't want to be like the typical tarot reader. Oh, breakup, heartache, Three of Swords, heartache, breakup, broken heart. I feel like there's definitely some sadness going on. We have the Queen of Wands kind of looking over at the heart that's kind of got swords through it. She's looking over at it like, what the hell happened? Right? Like, I didn't see this coming. What happened? I am normally this strong, creative. I feel like she's very smart and okay. I feel like I'm seeing things that I don't normally see. Very smart, very down to earth, she is fire energy too, but just a very passionate, strong person. And like, she's just like, where the hell did these emotions come from? Then we had a jumper. We have the Page of Wands. Okay, more fire energy here. And definitely people. I mean, this could be mature woman in your life that could represent, and this could represent a child in your life. And the way they're laid out, which means a lot to me, they're not facing each other. Okay, I kind of see a mother and child. I see the queen and the page, the kid and the adult. This could be you. Ooh, yeah, I'm really getting that too. This could be adult you fighting with child you. Okay, that could be where this kind of heartbreak, sadness, and what the hell happened, where did my life go, I feel like that this could be you battling, with your inner child, or literally, if you're the mother, if you identify with the mother position here, battling with your child, or vice versa. If you could be having some mom issues, but yeah, I feel like that's what's peaking right now for you, is this trauma. I'm hearing trauma. There's just some trauma that's real, and I feel like it's a relationship, but it's a familial relationship. This is not a romantic heartbreak kind of situation. I feel like this has to do with family. This has to do with you and a child, or brother and sister. It could be, but I see a significant age difference here. But I feel like that's kind of what's coming to the surface for the peak of the cycle. That's what is finally, like, it's a surprise a little bit, just the way that I see this. It kind of, maybe you knew it was there, but you didn't expect it to, you thought you had more time. You thought you had more time to deal with these issues, but it just kind of is all bubbling up to the surface a little bit prematurely is what I'm feeling for you. But yeah, it's definitely coming to a peak with the full moon. There's, it's going to be a sad time. I feel like it's going to be a sad time, but really these things help us grow. We learn more about ourselves when we go through traumatic events. If we do it right, sometimes people let the traumatic events rule their life. So let's see what we've got here. I mean, I feel like that's kind of the peak for you. This is coming to the surface, and I don't feel like you were ready for it, but here it comes nonetheless. So let's see, what is Taurus dealing with here? Let me get more details on Taurus's sadness. Now we have another page. We have the Page of Swords. Okay. Air and fire. We have air and fire, and I just feel like it's communication. Is it you? Is it you or the other person? I'm gonna pull clarifier from a different deck. Who? Okay. Oh, okay. Back to the mother card. Okay, so clarifying who the communication issue is with. We have the Empress, which is mother. Okay. Like I said before, with mother-child situation, I feel like it's there's an issue with a mother who is not communicating. Whether you're the mother or you're dealing with a mother, I feel like that's the issue. So back to where I said mommy issues or mom issues, I really feel like that's the case here. Doesn't have to be your biological mother. It could be a mother figure in your life, grandmother, an aunt that you're very close to. I feel like that's what this is all relating to. So what should Taurus know about this situation? What does Taurus need to know to grow from this situation? What does Taurus need to know? The Star and the Three of Pentacles. Okay. All right. Well, remember I said that this was kind of coming to the surface. This was coming to a head, and it's like reaching its peak when we have the Star, which is kind of illuminating and trying to balance things. It's I feel like there's some imbalance here. What you need to know is that things aren't balanced. There's something that is coming to the surface and you need to be prepared for it. So this is kind of like preparation, putting together a plan, knowing what you want. Like you have, this is how I'm picturing, right? I'm kind of picturing a timeline. Like at the end of the timeline is what you want to achieve. This is your full manifestation, or like your prototype. If you're like an inventor, like this is the prototype. This is what you want it to be. Maybe not the prototype is the right word, but this is the physical representation of what it is that you want to be. And then I see this kind of timeline, and it's you know, kind of working out what steps need to be taken in order to deal with this thing that you're trying to make, my dog is making weird noises, that you're trying to kind of put together. You're trying to piece something together. Like, again, this kind of says picking up the pieces to me. So I just feel like you need to know that this is coming, and you're going to be shown what the plan of action should be. You're going to be shown. This kind of with the communication as well, kind of, it's in the same row. There could be a communication coming in that shows you what needs to be done here. But I feel like that's what you need to know going forward on this, is just, it will be revealed. There's a plan. Either there's a plan in place. Or you need to work on the plan. It's one or the other, depending on the situation, however that resonates for you. But there's definitely planning. Planning is key here. All right. What advice do we have for Taurus? What advice for Taurus, please? Advice for Taurus regarding their growth. Advice for Taurus. Whoa, that's too many. But these ones are face up. Exactly 3 cards. The High Priestess. All right, advice. Trusting your intuition. 4 of Swords. Taking time for yourself. It's about rest, meditation. It's about really being present in the moment, trusting your intuition. And then we have a 3rd page, okay? Gosh, with all these pages in here, I really feel like there's a level of immaturity that's happening, and I don't know on whose part in the situation, but there's a lot of immaturity on the table here. We have the 3 pages. We have the little baby in the Empress card. I don't know if it'll focus because it sees all this other stuff. There's baby there. I feel there's a lot of immaturity here. And I feel like the intuition is immature. Okay, I feel like there's some things that need to be learned about your intuition. Okay, the immaturity is related to the intuition. Taking some time to rest, recover, focus on the present moment, being more present in the moment, and letting your thoughts kind of stop ruling you will help with the intuition. It's trusting your gut, going with your gut, but I feel like there's this isn't quite as strong as it could be. That immaturity is not necessarily how you're acting or how the other person is acting. I feel like that immaturity is more related to the development of your intuition. But see, she's got her eyes closed. She's not paying attention to anything else other than where she is at that very moment. And once you can kind of tap into that, I feel like grounding, even though this is kind of an airy card, this is grounding, grounding yourself in the present moment, focusing on not thinking about everything, will bring that intuition forward in your mind, kind of getting a visual of the intuition coming forefront, so that then you can have that clarity in order to make this plan, or to maybe even have the plan be shown to you intuitively. But yes, I'm trying to keep these videos around 10 minutes, 10-minute tarot, because everybody's busy. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up with that. I feel like that's sound advice, being present in the moment so that you could hear that clarity, so that you can feel what needs to be done rather than forcing it. But there's definitely a peak of some pain here for you, but I ultimately do see you. This is also a healing card. I also ultimately see you healing from this, but there is a plan that is going to be kind of revealed, whether it is a plan that you create or a plan that is kind of divinely created, that that will be kind of brought to you. But I feel like kind of tapping into that intuition and grounding yourself, especially as like an earth sign, but grounding yourself, being more present and aware in the moment of what you're physically doing, will bring that clarity forward so that you can have that healing from whatever this pain is that you're dealing with right now. But that's what the next couple of weeks look like. And then we get to start over with a fresh new cycle, and hopefully you have gone through this healing by then. But yeah, so my 10-minute tarot turned into 15. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed day.